Hello everybody, how you doing? This is your second week of the quarter, and now as you can see we are now into the homework for chapter 9. Normally we take only 1 week to do both reading checks and homeworks for each chapter, but since you're just learning how the class is set up, I always split the chapter into 2 weeks for the first chapter. So in this case we're only working on chapter 9 or homework 9. As you can see here in front of you, you see the Etudes homepage, and there I always give you what's going on, what's to be delivered for the week. In this case, for this week, as you can see, is homework 9 in MAL by Saturday. So you have a whole week to work on this. To learn how to solve the problems, you can either just read the textbook and go straight to MAL, or go to the lesson or the module that relates to the chapter under the class dashboard. So I will do that right now. Yeah, I'll click on that. If you click on that, you get to this module page here. This you've seen before, and you see that there's actually weekly agendas tab, modules, and assignments tabs, orientation, and so on. You go to modules and assignments, and under the modules section, you will see links to each of the modules per chapter. So for this chapter, obviously, you go to module 9. When you click on that, you get to this other page that has also 4 tabs, including the overview for the chapter, some of the lecture notes, which is what you would view if you wanted to complement what you read in the textbook, and then you also have a tab for the assignments and for the assigned homework per the class calendar. And you go down here, you will note that I have a table with all the homework items in the back of the chapter by learning objective and by type of problem. The ones that have links to them, they are the ones that I have assigned. Again, the same ones as you saw in the class calendar and also in the weekly agenda, so it's the very same thing. In most cases, these answer keys are going to be just purely the answer keys that the authors provided. In about half of the cases, I will provide you with additional answer keys that I created in either Google Doc or Excel. As you can see here, I have Excel file that you can download and view how I solved the problem using Excel. And also I have some Google Docs that I use for some of these other problems. So you can actually always go there and review how the static problems from the back of your chapter were solved either by the authors or by me, or a combination of both. Now, again, as I said before, you don't have to review these pages, but they're useful because you will be fed the very same homework items once you get into MAL, but with different numbers. So if you learn how they are solved using these static problems and these answer keys here, you should be able to then solve efficiently the same problems in MAL. MAL itself, when you're taking those problems, gives you other resources within their screens to actually learn how to solve the problems. And since you have unlimited time and unlimited tries, you can use those as well. But you only have 1 week in this case to do all of that. And so I would suggest to be selective. Try some of those things out and see which of those resources works best for you. You either can use these static pages here, or you can use the MAL resources straight from MAL. The other things I want to mention at this point is that at times in this homework page, I will also include some handouts that I have actually created normally for other classes in previous years, but they're still pretty useful for solving certain types of problems. Like in this case, I have one for solving a PP&E problem, including an Excel handout. So you can go in there and see how I solved a certain problem that relates to your chapter. And finally, I also have some links that I brought over from MAL directly from the multimedia library feature in MAL. And so this is just for your convenience, so that you can actually just click on this and view that video. To do so, you need to be logged in into MAL within the same browser to be able to view these videos. And so, they are useful, and they relate obviously to the chapter. In any case, I hope this proves useful in terms of how you approach the class. Obviously, throughout the week, you should be able to create some or come up with some questions and post them in the chapter discussions, and your classmates and myself will go in there throughout the week and respond to them and help you out that way. The best way to learn how to solve accounting problems is through practice, and the best way to get practice is to actually put in the time and also use me as your instructor and your classmates as a way to get feedback if you need help. Hope that proves useful. Enjoy. Take care.